Hi, I'm Christian. Welcome back to another On the Road video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for proper voltage. Remember to also turn off the water. Today we're working on a GE built-in dishwasher. The customer's complaint is that the automatic soap dispenser is not dispensing soap. So what we've done is already diagnosed that the actual fault is in the actual dispenser motor itself. So the part is getting power, it's just not dispensing the soap itself. So to begin the repair, we do first have to open the door and remove several screws to remove the front wrap to get to the part. The tool you would need to complete this repair is a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. We can now open the door. We'll let the door lay flat here at 90 degrees, and then we're gonna be removing about 5 of the outer screws on each side, and they are all number 2 Phillips screws. So it doesn't matter what order you remove them in as long as they all get removed. So we'll go ahead and start. So once the last screw is removed here, the panel is going to want to drop, so I'm going to hold the panel with my free hand. We can go ahead and tilt the actual door assembly upwards. It's right about here, and then we're going to remove the wrap by pulling the wrap and then lifting up. Be careful because the wrap is very sharp. We'll set it aside. Now that the dispenser is exposed, the first thing we want to do is disconnect the wires that go to the dispenser. We're going to push down on both clips and then pull straight off. And the next thing, there are 2 number 2 Phillips screws that actually mount the dispenser to the actual door liner. So we're going to remove them both. One is in the upper left-hand corner, and then the other one's in the lower right-hand corner. Once the screws are removed, there are 2 hoses that actually go to the dispenser. One hooks up here to the actual reservoir, and then the other one goes to the actual tub itself. So we're gonna remove them carefully. First thing we're gonna do is flip our actual dispenser out and then remove the actual mounting bracket. Be careful because this part is very sharp. Once it's removed, we can remove both hoses. When we do so, detergent may come out. It's really slow, goopy detergent, so some of it may come out. Just have a towel to catch any spills. So we're gonna remove this hose last. It actually goes to the reservoir. Next thing we're gonna do is open the actual door, and then we're gonna push the interior seal here. This is where the actual detergent comes from. So we're just gonna squeeze it and push it through the opening, and we can close the door. Now that we have the door closed and we're on the front side here, the next thing we're gonna do is remove this hose here that goes to the actual reservoir. We're just gonna pull it directly off. When we do so, be careful because we may get some detergent that spills out. Now that we have our new dispenser, let's install it. So we're gonna begin by putting the actual hose that goes on the reservoir in first, that way no soap spills out. We're gonna push it all the way up until it's flush with the reservoir, just like that. Then we're gonna start feeding the actual other hose that goes through the actual door liner through. To finish actually completely installing it, we wanna make sure that it is flush on the other side. So we're gonna open the door here shortly to take a look at it. It's nice and flush, so we'll go ahead and close the door. Now we can reinstall the bracket on the back end. We're just gonna tilt the actual motor and dispenser assembly upward, and then just push the actual bracket behind it. We'll line up the bracket with the screw holes as well as the dispenser assembly, and then re-secure it with the 2 number 2 Phillips screws we removed earlier. One goes on the bottom right-hand corner again, and then the other one goes on the top left-hand corner. we can now re-secure or reattach our actual Molex connector. We're gonna line it up and then push it directly on. There's no way that you can actually get it confused because it's keyed to fit only one way. Now we'll run it on a normal cycle here. We're gonna close the door, select the normal cycle, and then push start. And we'll let it do its thing here. So we just tested the actual dispenser here, and it seems like the motor's getting power. I didn't see any soap getting dispensed, so we're gonna put the actual cover back on here and then run it through another cycle. So now we're gonna be reinstalling the actual front cover here. To do so, we do have to open the door somewhat, and the actual cover is going to go over the actual control panel itself, not the actual white door liner. So we're gonna line it up here at an angle, put it over, and then once it's over, we'll let it rest and then start pushing it back towards the actual door liner. So once it's on there, we can go ahead and lay it flat and re-secure the actual 10 number 2 Phillips screws across both sides. There are 5 screws on each side. We can now go ahead and close the door panel, let the unit finish canceling out, and then restart another test cycle. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality in-home repair video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.